All right, free people. This is just a follow-up on my lawsuit against Enterprise. And today is March the 7th, 2024. And I just received this letter from this judge. Let me rephrase that. This letter from an attorney who's representing Enterprise, y'all. And what he did was he sent saying something about a dismissal. I find this very interesting because he said he wrote this February the 26th. It's March the 7th, and I'm just getting this notice. As you see, he says something about the police. He's representing the dismissal from Takoma Park. I haven't received anything from Takoma Park. In a few minutes, you're going to see the recording he sent me in a stick where he's saying the arrest of me in front of Enterprise on the sidewalk. You're going to see where these officers walked up to me on the sidewalk, the public area, and arrested me, recording them. You're going to hear the officer and members of Enterprise formulating their plan to arrest me for a disorderly conduct. If you go back, you'll be able to see the whole body cam footage of these officers planning and conspiring to arrest me for a disorderly conduct. Let me make it very clear to you. The Supreme Court has made it very clear using profanity is not a crime, and you can't be charged with using profanity. You're going to hear where the little white GM who's wearing glasses, the white woman, saying, and then all of them chimed in saying that they could hear me saying, "You bitches." And the officers are going to say in front of the guy at the bus stop. Let me make it very clear to you. The gentleman at the bus stop was with me. He was watching my back, which they didn't understand and didn't know, but he's going to go to court in this federal lawsuit, and he's going to testify that he was with me to justify if they tried to say I came onto the property or whatever. And that's what happened. They conjured up this whole disorderly conduct, which they don't even know what disorderly conduct is. Freedom of speech, which is the First Amendment, gives you a right to say what you want to say, as long as you're not threatening nobody. Secondly, you have a right to protest. At no time did I go on Enterprise's property. No time. Okay? But what they did was they conjured up this fictitious charge of disorderly conduct. And in the state of Maryland, to have a disorderly conduct, I have to be interfering with someone's movement so that they can't move around. You can't take a constitutional right and make it into a law. And if these judges up in Greenbelt or Baltimore, whoever's going to sit on this case, they should know this. The First Amendment gives you a right, freedom of speech, freedom to protest. Okay? And that's exactly what I did when one of their employees threw an apple at me while I was at the back recording and waiting for the park police to arrive. Okay, now they want to justify this arrest, which was thrown out. Yeah, you got a crooked judge to go along with you, but he didn't think I was going to take it to the limit I'm taking it, because he's being sued also. And I'm going to get his bar license along with the state attorney's office. This is nothing but corruption. And I want y'all to look at this arrest that they're using. They didn't even send the court the full thing, but I'm going to send the court the full arrest from point A to point B of the arrest. I'm going to send it to the court so the judge can see the whole incident. Even the incident where this bitch ass nigga threw the apple at me. These are whores that work for Takoma Park, so-called police department. They're security guards to me. And I'm telling you, it is time. And if you hear in Well, you're going to hear it in this statement. This lawyer wrote that these officers have immunity. When you go outside the scope of your job, which they did do, come to the sidewalk and arrest me for a constitutional right, you went outside the scope of your job and you lost your immunity. So don't use immunity to hide behind like a little bitch. And that's what these officers are. And I'll tell them to their face, and I'll tell this to their lawyer, and I'm telling them this on this thing. If you thought that was a problem, right now, I haven't been out there because I've been doing other things, but I'm coming back out. And I'm ready to sue any individual that violates my Constitution and civil rights. We're going to end up in federal court, and you can flip the federal judges all you want to. Sooner or later, we're going to get a contact with a senator who believes in the supreme law of this country, and it's going to be a problem because we're going to get rid of you off the benches, out of these government offices who conspire with these individuals. In this notice that this attorney wrote, he wrote all that time the court doesn't have jurisdiction or this and whatever. We're going to respond back, but we haven't even got the filing of the document, the cards yet. You're going to see where the post office have lost the green card. This country has went in the wrong direction because we have criminals running our government. And I find it interesting that this lawyer, he didn't, on the stick, where is it at? Here it is right here, y'all. This little stick right here. He sent this to the clerk of the court, but he didn't send the whole incident. He didn't send the body cam where they're conspiring to orchestrate a disorderly in enterprise. And again, when you hear the word bitch, when I say all y'all bitches, I was talking to the police officer because he's a bitch. He's a bitch. He's a Russian piece of shit. This is the same one that in my pouch was $50. My slapstick he stole, and I still haven't got it returned to me yet. This is a whore in a uniform.